In this video, I'll share the 7 things I've done to supercharge communication between teams in my business, and I think you should implement these things in your business too. So stay tuned. The first step to improving communication is removing the regular communication that doesn't need to happen. And for us, this starts with the file system. Our team uses Google Drive to keep all our files and important assets in one place, which means when we need those brand guidelines or a client logo, we know where to find it without ever having to have that, hey, where's that file I need, awkward conversation with a colleague. We've got clearly organized folders with projects all labeled using the same format to make them easy to find. And each project folder has the exact same structure so that people know where to look to find the files they need. Seriously, I can't stress the importance of this next point enough. Use a project management tool. We use project.co to keep all our project details in one place. At a glance, we can see where projects are up to, we can see notes associated with the project, and we can catch up on all messages sent and received throughout the project. This empowers people to get the info they need without having to rely on a colleague to give them the full lowdown. Next up, in my view, is an essential tool for any communication deficient team, and that is Slack. Slack's an instant messaging app that businesses can use for free. It's simple just to invite everyone in your organization, and then you can all send instant messages to each other. In our team, as well as private direct messaging, we've got channels for every stage of our process and a few other miscellaneous categories too, so all important information can be shared with the right people at the right time. It's particularly useful for our team working remotely as a substitute for those quick visits to someone's desk to ask a question or check in on something. My next step is to assign point people to your projects. As a leader, you need to keep projects on your radar, but driving them forward day to day isn't necessarily your job. So if you ever find yourself spending lots of time chasing up with various people, you might benefit from assigning a point person instead. Point person is simply a main point of contact and an overseer for the whole project. For one thing, people will know who to turn to if there's an issue with a particular project. But for us as leaders, it means that instead of speaking to dozens of people, we just need to speak to one. In my business, the account manager who manages the client also manages their projects, so they've got an overarching understanding of not just the client, but also their projects as well. For the clients, we also assign a point person from each team the project passes through, so the client has direct connection with the copywriter at the script stage, the designer at the design stage, and so on. Next up, document action points and deliverables to keep everyone accountable. Have you ever found your team agreeing on a direction or action plan and then nothing happens? Or progress is just much slower than you'd like it to be. Often this is because the overall direction or goal hasn't been properly divided into individual tasks, or those tasks just aren't being properly managed. In my team, everyone has their own list of tasks to work through every day, and we manage this using project.co. Tasks are essentially to-do items that can be associated with any project on the system, and each task can be given a date assigned to a person, as well as having its own notes, files, and discussion sections. This is great because when people can see not just what they're working on, but also what others are also doing, it builds a sense of shared ownership and collective trust. It also facilitates idea generation across teams where everyone can chip in, make suggestions, and help each other in your organization as a whole. Okay, next, let's address meetings. Meetings can be great, but a lot of them aren't. In my business, we try and stick to 3 types of meetings. In our morning meetings, each team takes 15-20 minutes to look through their task list for the day and discuss any issues or any support needed and just make sure everyone's happy and well. Then we have team and individual catch-ups to discuss issues and reflect on progress. To keep these fresh, we alternate these on a month-by-month basis. So one month is an individual catch-up and the next month is a team catch-up where everyone discusses together. And then we have topic-specific meetings. So rather than just getting together to catch up, we try to discuss a single topic point, something like how can we make the customer experience better, or how can we improve the flow of information through our process. Doing this with our most pressing issues helps us channel all our brain power towards fixing specific topics, and this gives everyone a stake in the outcome and helps improve our business as a whole. And let's finish with an incredibly easy one, which is to set up an internal newsletter. Even if you all work together every day, how much do people really know what other people are doing? You know, their plans, failures, and successes. A simple company newsletter sent by email can be an incredibly simple but powerful way for people to share information and updates with the team. They can share their work, update on results, recent successes, personal news, and all sorts of other things. So there you have it, 7 ways to improve communication within your business. Each of these steps is designed to increase transparency, clarity, and access to information, with the added side effect of boosting well-being, inspiring people, and developing a communal sense of ownership that can really kick productivity, efficiency, and teamwork into another gear. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave me a thumbs up to let me know that you liked it, and hit me up in the comments to let me know what you do in your business in regards to team communication.